And welcome everyone to a late Monday night review of our rankings and giving you an update of where we stand here in March Madness. I have arrived in Indianapolis. That's where I will be located for this week, covering the Big Ten tournament as well as the selection committee. Great to be here. Very surreal to be here because it was a year ago at this time. I was in the same hotel I'm in right now, a few floors down below, when everything got shut down. I was here March, I think, 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then the 12th, headed home. Very bizarre as it's March 8th, so those dates will overlap because I will be here through the weekend, and it'll be great to sort of cross that threshold past March 12th and get onto the finals of the Big Ten tournament and on to the NCAA tournament. It's going to happen. Great to see when I landed here in Indianapolis, to see the signage everywhere for the 2021 NCAA tournament. It just feels like it's certainly going to happen. All right, so couple things. Tuesday, you'll see our bracket that we're putting out. Last one of the final week of the season. We will do one on Sunday, on Selection Sunday. We're changing it as we speak because we got to have a couple placeholders tonight for tomorrow in the Colonial. Drexel just beat Northeastern. App State won its AQ in a big upset. So they are, so they're in the Sun Belt, in the Southern, UNCG won, so they got the AQ. In the Summit, all these S's, Oral Roberts with an upset over South Dakota State. So we'll see if South Dakota can hold on late night. And Gonzaga moves on to the finals against either BYU or Pepperdine. That game is going on. It's going to start here in about 15 minutes from while I'm speaking to you live here. Just actually spoke with Jalen Suggs, and it was interesting. They're locked in. There was a lot of controversy whether or not they were going to show up in Vegas, opt out, but they're there. They took care of St. Mary's earlier on Monday night, and I suspect they will do the same to either Pepperdine or BYU and enter 26-0. So they just fell one game short that they couldn't make up. You know what game that was? Baylor. So one game short of the 27 that you could play. So they will, if they can run the table, they would end up being, so they'd be 25, 26, so 32-0 if they run the table. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, Kentucky was 38-0 with a normal season when they lost to Wisconsin in 2015, and Cal was talking about trying to be 40-0. All right, so I was saying this earlier today. My top four here, I think, are going to end up being the top four seeds. Then I actually think it'll be the twos right below that. The thing that doesn't line up in my Power 36 with what you'll see in the seeding is Villanova. Villanova is at 18 for me. They're not the same team. No Colin Gillespie. No Justin Moore. Gillespie done for the season. Moore done for the Big East tournament for sure. So I'm sorry, not that was questions are covering. I have Villanova 28. Excuse me. So they're not in the top 25, but they're going to be a seed of 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that range. Body of work. Now maybe they may get dropped down if they flail in the first round of the Big East tournament because they are who they are now. So that'll be they're going to be a very interesting test case to watch throughout the course of this week with the selection committee. Houston is the reverse. I am not high in Houston. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate mail from the Cougar fans. I have them at 17. They are 7 in the AP poll, and the AP poll's number will be probably more true to their seed, because I think their seed will end up being probably in that 2-3 range. Now, they lose in the first round, they could drop down to a 4. Other schools that I think really could climb this week: Purdue, Oklahoma State and Arkansas could get even higher. Could definitely see that. West Virginia, if they play great in the Big 12, could definitely see that. Colorado, if they won the Pac-12. I'll tell you, the one that's really befuddling to me is the love that Wisconsin continues to get at 25 in the AP poll. It's crazy because I went there and they never got this kind of leverage, if you will, or a long leash that, okay, they're going to come back. They're going to come back. This team is just not as good as I think we all projected. And, they continue to lose the up games, if you will, in the Big Ten. So their seed is dropping. And, I didn't rank them. Gave some love to Georgia Tech. Didn't see it there on the other side. Michigan State, I popped in there in my 36. Syracuse, which you'll see in our bracket, give something away here. I think they could be the last team in. UConn, I got them at 24. Nowhere to be seen in the AP poll, and yet they're the best team in the Big East right now. I put Virginia back in after sort of backdooring into the ACC title. And Oregon now won it there at 22, and they are nowhere to be found in the AP poll. Interesting. All right. Let's take some questions here. Marissa wants to know what are my thoughts on how Iowa will do in the Big Ten tourney. Well, let's assume Joe Wieskamp is back. Then I think they got a chance to win it. If he's not, I don't see them winning more than a game. I as much as they were able to survive without him against Wisconsin, by the time they play, they're going to be going against another good team later this week. So, Wieskamp is huge. Wieskamp may be obviously Garza is the player of the year and the most consistent player, but Wieskamp might be the most dangerous. By the way, on Tuesday, as part of our March Madness 365 podcast, you'll get my entire All-American teams, player of the year, coach of the year, freshman of the year, and also I'll be joined by Luka Garza and Cassius Winston. Clyde is not happy Villanova isn't ranked. Sorry, Clyde. They lost to Providence, and that's going to bump them out. Plus that, look who. Okay, Cameron says I owe Illinois an apology. Please. You talk to anyone in Illinois who has been there at the beginning of this configuration of this Illinois team. Me, driving that Illinois bus. But, okay, so I didn't pick them to beat Michigan and Ohio State on the road in a brutal Big Ten. I don't have to apologize for anything because they didn't have Ayo Dosunmu. They didn't just surprise me, they surprised everybody that they won that game. Huge. So let's see here. How do I feel about Kentucky? Well, Kentucky has got to win the SEC. And we were talking about that on the podcast. Kentucky has to get by Alabama, which is not going to be easy. That's going to really be a struggle for them. Robert wants to know about Michigan State. They're in. How far do I see UConn going, Lisa? I see the Huskies potential Sweet 16 team. San Diego State, Stephen. Do I think they can make a deep run? Yes, because they defend. I'm really high on them. And you'll see. in the way I've, I got them 13. I've got them high in our bracket on Tuesday, so you'll see that. Where else are you looking here? Oh, you're talking about yes, there is a typo on that AP one. Our Power 36 is correct, though. Okay. So anyway, let me get one or two more questions. I appreciate it. It's been a long day, a late night. Where I'm trying to get a question. These questions are flying by. I appreciate all this engagement. Let's see here. A lot of Michigan State fans. I don't think they'll make a run, but, I definitely think that they're going to be in, and they're probably going to be at 9 or 10, somewhere in that range. Kansas, I think they're a second-round team. I just don't feel it. All right, let's get one more question in there. Sleeper Final Four team outside of the top 4 seed. It's a good question to end on. I would say, I'll give you a couple. UConn definitely could be one of those sleepers. I would say if Oklahoma State is not a top 4, I would definitely put them. Purdue, but they may be a top 4, so that might eliminate that. So I would say San Diego State, UConn, I wouldn't discount Loyola. I really like Georgia Tech too, and USC. Those are the ones. Those are the outside the top 4 that you definitely need to watch. All right. Appreciate everyone staying up late. I'm here. I'm in Indianapolis. Check out our podcast on Tuesday, our bracket on Tuesday, and all our awards that'll be rolling out on Tuesday. We're here. Conference Tournament Week, Champ Week, Selection Sunday coming up. Enjoy it. We earned it. We deserve it. It's been a long, long year. Stay safe, everyone.